Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Baltimore Ravens. Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. First carry now, this is Bashal Tootin. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Lawrence. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Hand off to Tootin. Shoots away from one. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a 6-0 lead right away.
Okay, you know what a run like that does? For everybody. For the play call, for the O-lineman, for the offense. It just gives you confidence that you can call that run again. And not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
Little tax on the extra points. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
On now is Cook to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. First time running with the rookie from Cal. And he gets some decent yardage there before they send him out. Looks like about 6, so we've got 2nd and 4.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Hits his running back. All right, short on marker for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third and a lone yard coming up. play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps these drive moving.
What that play shows you is that if you're not keyed in the fullback right away, he's going to make you pay.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Heads out on the bootleg. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Lamar now from the gun. Right side and into the hands of Bateman. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll stay upright through this lane, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
And once complete, takes Brian out right. And they take him down right along the 30.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Jackson now on 3rd. This one's to Andrews outright. We got the football caught, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
So the officials are officially on board tonight. For the first time, a flag flies. Somebody moved early. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards.
For the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
Oops, knocks it through. Following the play, one of the Jaguars in some distress as they hurry the medical staff out to look at him.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Lawrence working from the gun. And he's caught. It's Travis Hunter. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Lawrence to throw it. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Tootin gets it from the gun. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. That's that running back to come up with more than he's used to on third down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly, but he sure made that one look routine.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Hits him downfield. This is Thomas. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack them, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. So good work to help reset those chains.
Running from the pistol, it's Tootin. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. A gain of 15 there. And the Jaguars have a first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Throwing on first down, Lawrence. Gets out of trouble. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
It's a screen play for Allen. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-3 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. We're back for the start of the second quarter. Jaguars have the ball and a chance at 6. From the red zone on first. Brought in. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. I'm drawn up here for Lawrence. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held that line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
Third and just 2 to go. A give right side, here's Bigsby. And he's close, Brock, but it looks like he's out just a little bit short. Good efforts, but now they've got a choice to make on fourth down.
These are the moments, and these are the kind of calls, Kate, that this offensive coordinator makes his money. You just get, well, you get stuffed on a run, and now you got 4th and goal. What are you going to do?
They run it again with Bigsby. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Jaguars now lead by 10. On his Little for the extra point. And it's no good. He missed the extra points. Rain, slick conditions, maybe making their presence felt as they fail to add another point on.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
On now is Cook to kick this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10. Dive play straight ahead. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Now here's Lamar. Dumped off to his running back. Blast through midfield. And he's finally marked down at the 46-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
First and 10 now from the 46. A designed run. Jackson keeping it. And they were waiting for him on that draw, weren't they? They get him behind the line. That's going to bring up 2nd down. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. Completed to Flowers. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Has him on a quick hitter. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Blitz coming here, Jackson. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
That's a throw at this level with so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And the 4th down call pays off as they'll move the chain. First down, here's Lamar. This is Cox going right back to Andrews. And he'll go down here at the 16.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Oh, try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Darnell Savage with the pick. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, heck, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with BAL.
He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Tackled there by Mike Green.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Lawrence throwing here. Forced out to his right. And they're going to be set up with a first down after a nice gain there as he's down by contact.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Motion man sent left. Lawrence with it on first. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Offense to the line, second down. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Quarterback never stared down the receiver, but he kept his eyes downfield until he found that open window as that crossing route finds and beats zone coverage.
So it'll be 3rd and 4, but not just yet. It's only 2 minutes to go in our first half. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Lawrence in the pistol. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On play action now, Lawrence. Finds his running back. This is Bashal Tootin. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Inside give here for Tootin. And into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. They'll throw 3rd and long. That pass caught by Strange. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First and 10, it's Lawrence. Short pass brought in. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Second down, give to Tootin. Has some room to work. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars will add to their lead at the end of the half. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars take a 3-possession lead.
20, Ravens 3. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
On now is Cook to kick this away. He fields it from the 8. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Lamar now from the gun. Complete, Derrick Henry. Not a lot of room for him. He makes it to the 34. Devin Lloyd on the tackle.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
On now is Cook to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Ravens in very good field position as they come up first and 10. Lamar out of the pistol. Buying some time left. He's going to keep it this time. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Air it out on third. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that third down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
And he drives this one into the pouring rain. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's first and 10. Motioning the tight end now. Tootin headed left. A lot of space ahead. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. First down throw, Lawrence. Completed over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They go play action. Lawrence. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing third and long.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Throw here, third down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. Jacksonville in punt formation. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Fields this at the 19. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. Play fake, Jackson. He rolls to his right. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Lamar's going to keep this one. Escapes a defender. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. Big shot sends him to the ground. 70 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Pistol snap to Jackson. Oh, check this one down. Complete to the fullback. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. On the give, it's Tootin. He's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Jaguars have a first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
They've got first down here from the 36. They'll go again here with Tootin. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Toss play to Tootin. And this is headed the wrong way. They'll lose yards here. It's going to bring up third down.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Throwing is Lawrence on third down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact. If you couldn't do it.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Free play here. Let's see what he does. This one won't be reeled in, but they had that green light to take the shot, and they did. Looked like somebody on the defense jumped the snap. Now, a great way for the offense to start the drive, Brock. A free 5 yards, and now a much shorter first down. Lone back gets the handoff. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Here's Lamar. Buying some time right. Now he takes it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
On first down, Jackson. He'll set up the screen from Henry. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Lamar off the play fake. Connects on the crosser. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
First down, they'll run. And he's stopped right as he reaches the 10. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
From the red zone now. Throws caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Ravens shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. This is Tyler Luke now on for the extra point. Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Ravens cut the lead down to 10.
Ravens 10. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
That lead trimmed just a bit. Down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Now it's Lawrence. Here's a screen for Tootin. And he'll get it up to the 44. All right, so we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Jaguars football with a slight lead. Just got to hang on to it for one final quarter. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Lawrence working from the gun.
The 2nd down pass. Mike Green on the stop. A loss of 2 yards. It's now 3rd down and 3.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Put the body on the line for his team. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
First down. A gain of 12. First down, Jaguars.
They give to Allen out of the shotgun. Still has some space inside the 35. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Hand off to Tootin. There he goes again. And this is going to be a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. On is Little for the extra point. Boy, was it close, but the point after does go through. And the Jaguars take a 3-possession lead. On now is Cook to kick this away. Here's Wester on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's difficult on the defense.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. We're looking for LeJontay Wester. And now it's 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear it.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That is Caleb Ransom. And the Jaguars take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Tootin on 1st and 10. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Running left with Bigsby. And all he can get is a yard here, bro. It's going to be third down.
Sebastian Joseph Day on the stop. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Hits him downfield. This is Thomas. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. So after that big play, Brock, they need just that final yard here on 1st and goal. Now it's 2. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
They go to him again. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. On his Little for the extra point. And it's off the mark. The kick is no good, but I think they can spare a point or two given the size of this lead.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
On now is Cook to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he maybe just found a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Back-to-back carries here. He dodged the tackle. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First down, and they go right back to him. He's brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Now we've got whistles, but not for delay of game. They were able to get a timeout. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. 2nd and 3 now. Jackson keeping it himself. Jukes away from one. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
37-yard line.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Third and long for him here. Trying to push deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that brings up fourth and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on fourth down. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Oh, brother, it's another interception. That is Caleb Ramsaw. And the Jaguars take over as he records his 10th career INT.
See, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win. You feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, and interceptions follow.
For the Jaguars, the visitors in this one, but they take home the win. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Bronk, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jaguars as we say so long from Baltimore.